Hey, you guys, welcome back, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One.
Little niggas came from Mars, y'all came from Venus. I'm feeling way too high-headed, I got a fever. I came from heaven and made it through hell, now I got evil. Should've believed them, damn, you should've believed them.
She took a dab of that till she had cataracts.
Hey, you guys. Welcome back to the Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics. And I vlog my life, okay? Good morning. Good morning to Boris. Thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate you. Before we get into today's content, you know what I need y'all to do, Naughty Crew. I need y'all to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. Good morning, Fez. Good morning. Thank you. I missed you guys. Thank you. We got some trending topics going on today. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. Yes. So much going on in these streets, you guys, and we're going to dive right in. I'm not even going to make y'all wait for it. We got a lot of stuff to share today. All right. So let's get into it. So we got a Caucasian person that is calling out the way his forefathers obtained their riches. Let's jump into it.
I'm going to jump in this tomorrow. And I'm telling you, folks, right there, how white folks got so rich. The untold story of American white supremacy. I mean, I just read about the Indian land grab. And I'm like, my gosh, man, good Lord. No wonder we don't want to teach the truth. No wonder we don't want to teach the truth. Because that means we've got to look people in the face and say, our forefathers were the worst people in the history of mankind. The things that they did, that manifest destiny, that kind of mentality has been atrocious. What we have done to the African Americans. The estimated number of wealth that came from slavery, from free labor, and that's what it was. And they estimate that the amount of money that came from slavery was around $24 trillion. You can't even grasp that much money. The average person has a hard time grasping what $1 billion is. $1 trillion. Holy shit. And a lot of people don't want to admit the truth because a lot of people also are scared that what happens if I'm going to jump in this tomorrow. And I'm telling you, folks, right there, how white folks got so rich. The untold story of American white supremacy. I mean, I just read about the Indian land grab. And I'm like, my gosh, man, good Lord. No wonder we don't want to teach the truth. No wonder we don't want to teach the truth.
That's right, Fez. There you have it. And they still using people. Okay. Yes. I'm glad somebody's finally saying it out loud, okay? Because they want to act like it didn't happen. But they brutalized our community. They brutalized the Native American community. So they stole. They stole to get rich. Same thing with Europe. Why do you think the royals are so rich? It's through the slave trade. They got all their riches off the Caribbean. That's why Jamaica right now is denouncing them. They denouncing them. But I'm just glad somebody finally saying it out loud. Let's have the conversation, okay? People need to keep it real. Yes, yes, some food for thought. Sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. This is so true. But you know what? It starts with us acknowledging our history for real. Yes, and the white man is saying it fast out loud. That's why I wanted to start off the show with this story, okay? Because you know they try to sweep it under the rug and act like it didn't happen. I know when I was in school, they didn't like to talk about the slave trade too much. They would just like glance over it. Exactly. Exactly. All in the Caribbean. They corrupted the whole Caribbean. They stole for the Caribbean for centuries. And that's how the queen got rich through the slave trade. That's why people don't respect the royals that much. Okay? I don't know if y'all checked out Harry and Meghan's documentary on Netflix, but they touch on the racism. See, over in Europe, they dressed up real nice, right? And they make you real welcome. And then they slowly slide in subliminals, racist subliminals. That's what they did. That's what they did. They stole from the whole Caribbean. Guys, that's how generational wealth began for Caucasian America. And since they did that, they just come up with new ways to suppress our community through the years. Systematic racism. It's real. And whoever has the money has the power. And they made sure of it. Our community is still suffering. So let's chat. This is one of my favorite Instagram people I love to follow. Here we go.
Ancient Egypt became white only in the 19th century and in the 20th century. A scholar who is responsible for this, the noted anthropologist from England, Seligman. Ancient Egypt was black according to the Greek and the Roman scholars. 10 of them said that, including Aristotle and Plato. 10 of them said that in writing. So if blacks are inferior intellectually and are incapable of building a civilization, how come the ancient Egyptians built a civilization? Seligman found the solution for this dilemma called the Hemite theory. He separated the blacks who built a civilization in Egypt and Ethiopia from the rest of the black race, and he called them brown-skinned whites, or the Hemites. So Seligman saved white supremacy from this dilemma, and all the white scholars followed him from that time on. Ancient Egypt became white only in the 19th century and in the 20th century. A scholar who is responsible for this, the noted anthropologist from England, Seligman. Ancient Egypt was black according to the Greek and the Roman scholars. 10 of them said that, including Aristotle and Plato. 10 of them said that in writing. So if blacks are inferior intellectually and are incapable of building a civilization, how come the ancient Egyptians built a civilization? Seligman found the solution for this dilemma called the Hemite theory. He separated the blacks who built a civilization in Egypt and Ethiopia from the rest of the black race, and he called them brown-skinned whites, or the Hemites. So Seligman saved white supremacy from this dilemma, and all the white scholars followed him from that time on.
Shout out to I Am Coach Leon for he always is dropping jewels fast. You feel like Meghan and Harry are frauds? They very well may be. But I like the message in that documentary, how they called out racism in the royal family. I like how they called it out. Because they try to sweep it under the rug and act like nothing happened and act like they didn't gain all their riches from the slave trade. Okay, they want to act all Posh, but what do you think about what I Am Coach Leon is bringing out about the brown skins, white built Egypt? I think it's an interesting fact. I think we knew this. I think we knew this. Whew. All right, let me know what y'all think about that. I thought it was an interesting fact for today. Food for thought. Okay. Up next, as y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but the Star Series BMF started this week. Started off very interesting, and Lil Meech is showing off his father's humanity in the BMF and understanding his decision. Here we go.
Because that's what life is. So anybody who says anything else isn't telling the truth. And me and my family, we're all about telling the truth, even if it hurts or pride or you know. So we all put everything out on the table. My dad is still a person, still a human. That's why we show him in his humanity. He doesn't deal with his mom like he deals with his homeboys or his dad or his little sister. You know, he still loves his family, even though they don't agree with what he did. They understood it was for a reason. It was he's not just looking out for himself. He's trying to take care of the whole family. So that's why I hope people can understand from season 2, read between the lines and take the soul from it in the little family household that they grew up in, and that they just had to take what resources they had in front of them and incorporate in their life. They didn't have any other choice but to go to school or do nothing like that. You know, because that's what life is. So anybody who says anything else isn't telling the truth.
So those of you who don't know the backstory, okay, this is Lil Meech. Big Meech was the head of the BMF organization. He's currently incarcerated, but 50 is telling his story, basically. And this is his son. He plays him in the series. So I think, like, sometimes people, they make the best out of the circumstances that they have. And although Big Meech came from a 2-family household, living in Detroit back in the day, it was a struggle, especially like once they started closing all of like the car factories and things like that. So people were left to fend for themselves. And then you have the whole water crisis and things like that. But I really like how he depicted his understanding of what his father did. He's not saying it was right, but he did what he had to do to take care of his family. And ultimately, that's what the end goal was. So shout out to Hollywood Unlocked for catching this footage. I think it's quite dope. I think it's quite dope if you ask me. But I wish him the best. So far, so good. The season looks good, but they have a lot. Lala's in there this season. Carisha from City Girls is in there. So I thought it was dope. Shout out to Snoop Dogg's daughter. She just recently got engaged, and these are her engagement photos. This is her fiance, and she looks like really, really confident, and she's embracing her love. So cute. I guess. I'm still, the jury's still out. I don't know what his intentions are. Shout out to the Shade Room for catching this. I don't know what his intentions are. I've just seen some shady stuff with him. So Kenya is speaking out about the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's see what she got to say.
Last year, when we spoke, you said it was all about sisterhood. So what is this year about?
Not sisterhood. The antithesis of that. Yeah, I don't feel a sisterhood in this season. I just feel like there's a lot of drama. There's a lot of messiness. There's a lot of people reaching back to try to do old tricks. It's a messy season. So yeah, sisterhood sometimes depending on who you're with. Not everyone.
Last year,
You know, I find it quite odd that Kenya is saying this because she used to be a big mess starter. Okay, she loved to stir the pot. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Real Housewives of Atlanta this year. To see what they come with. I'm here for the mess, and we gonna talk about it, Naughty Crew. We gonna talk about it. So shout out to Jay's reality blog for capturing that footage. All right. All right. So Diamond, who was a huge MAGA supporter, she was a major Trump supporter, has passed away. Okay. So Donald Trump posted, he said, really bad news for Republicans and frankly all Americans. Our beautiful Diamond of Diamond and Silk has just passed away at her home in the state she loves so much, North Carolina. Silk was with her all the way, and at her passing, there was no better team anywhere or at any time. Diamond's death was totally unexpectedly expected. Probably her big and precious heart just plain gave out. Rest in peace, our magnificent Diamond. You'll be greatly missed. Okay. Although I don't agree with her views, I don't like to hear that.
Let it go. Let it go. I see him. I see him. I want everybody to know, yes, that we stand behind Donald J. Trump. Yes, we do, baby. Yes. I'm glad that the media can see us and all. See him? Let it go. Let it go. I see him. I see him.
Yeah, although she I didn't agree with her beliefs and supporting Trump, but you know, I don't like to hear that anybody has lost their life suddenly. So condolences to her family. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for capturing that story. Okay. Eric Sermon, actually Eric Sermon from EPMD back in the day says he just got out of rehab for opioid addiction, you guys. And I was just like, oh my God, this can touch anyone. This can touch anyone. I have found an article. Let me see. Let me see if I could put it up. But this goes to show, like, this opioid crisis is still out of control. Let me try to pull the article up. And I just found he's normally very quiet. You rarely hear anything about him. But EPMD, that used to be my group back in the day. Okay, they dropped some hits. Okay. So shout out to OK Player. Eric Sermon reveals formal struggle with opioid addiction. So Eric Sermon is opening up about his rehabilitation from a former opioid addiction. On Saturday, January, the EPMD member made an Instagram post about his personal struggles with opioid dependency. 2023. Wow, so blessed to have lived this long. Life isn't guaranteed, so don't take it for granted, he wrote. He said, I'm fresh out of rehab, 7 months clean from opioids. He continued, during this, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in her liver, kidney, and chest. Changed my entire life. My family is being attacked from every angle, but the devil is a liar. So I'm just so happy that he shared his struggles with us. It opened up about his struggles. But it could touch anyone, and that's why I wanted to share this story. Nobody's exempt from addiction. All right, it can happen to any one of us. But I'm so happy he's talking openly about it, so that people can learn from his experience. And this was probably his rock bottom, seeing his mom get sick. Everybody has to reach their rock bottom. So keep up the good work. I wish him the best in his recovery, and I hope he's able to create a support system where he could sustain that. So shout out to the source for dropping this information. Okay, reality TV stars Bambi and Scrappy call it quits. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. I have to tell you, I'm not really surprised. I feel like Bambi has been checked out for a few years at this point. So it looks like another reality couple may be calling it quits. So Love and Hip Hop star Lil Scrappy and Bambi have allegedly broken up. Sources tell us the pair separated after 5 years of marriage. While they have yet to confirm their breakup, it appears they do not follow each other on Instagram anymore and have deleted their pictures together. In addition, insiders allegedly confirmed that they spent New Year's separately. The Jasmine brand exclusively reported that the couple secretly tied the knot in 2017. In the following month, Scrappy confirmed that they jumped the broom in an intimate ceremony. Scrappy and Bambi shared 3 children together, a son, Breland, and who is 3, and 2 daughters, Xylo and Callie. Scrappy has a previous child, Amani Richardson, whom he shares with ex-fiance and Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Erica Dixon. I'm not surprised. Scrappy has got a lot of mommy issues, okay? And he needs to resolve that before he gets in relation with anyone. So I hope these two are able to separate amicably for the kids and still be able to maintain a healthy co-parenting situation for the children. I'm sad to hear that they are breaking up, but I'm sure they have their reasons. But this is what happens when you get someone that has a toxic relationship with one of their parents. They carry that over into other relationships. Mm. Oh boy. Guys, I'm tired. I don't know about you guys. I just feel like I could never get enough sleep. Okay. Shout out. Let's get Mike Tyson is hilarious, you guys. 50 Cent is crazy.
For mayor, we know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that? Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that, because it's negative and you're being negative. And I met the mayor, right, and nothing they can do about it. We actually had a really good time. We talked about George Cervallo, who's a legend in your city, great man with whom Mike spent quite a bit of time yesterday talking about his life, highs and lows. So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. And I don't care. What are you gonna do about it? All right, you got a show that you're doing tonight. We are. A lot of people. We are. Where it comes raw and it's the real truth. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be there to see your show. Just tell us a bit about it. It speaks for itself. Everyone saw the show. All right. It's a Broadway production. It went to Vegas. It went to actually 28 cities in the United States. And we're really, really proud to bring it here. And we're actually going to Monaco on October 9th. We're going to be in Monte Carlo. Right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare? I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me here talking to a rat piece of shit like you. Come on, Mike. Not because you're a piece of shit. All right, we're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming in. Fuck you.
Way to use your words, Mike. Way to use your words. He derailed the whole interview by bringing up his old charges. It's messed up. Mike has been doing everybody deserves grace, and I feel like he's redeemed himself at this point. It's the same thing with Chris Brown. It's just like enough is enough. Like, how long do you drag someone seriously? And I thought it was a clout chase for him to even bring that up, because Mike is doing so many other great things right now. He's got his podcast and things like that. And he's been an upstanding person for a long time. So why even bring it? Be your own people, yo. It be your own people trying to drag you. So shout out to 50 Cent for dropping this footage. He said, "You a piece of ish." Woo. And guys, this has been circulating on Instagram. Remember the Jetsons? They really did predict our future. I used to watch this cartoon all the time. Look, they had the Zoom meetings back then. This is before all of this developed. Online classes, teledoc, and FaceTime. Okay, so don't forget the robot maid, Rosie. The Jetsons really showed us the future. But if you too busy looking for the flying cars now, then you're going to miss everything else. Let's discuss. Exactly. Shout out to CT or See the God, excuse me. Let me know what y'all think about this. This person said, "This is literally my favorite cartoon. I just knew it would come true. LOL." Me too. Leads me to believe that we are all just sheep being led to the slaughter. I don't know. I don't get that. This person said the Jetson and the Flintstones are happening all at the same time. LOL. So I thought that was cute, but they really did predict our future with that cartoon. They really did. All right, so let's jump into Dr. Umar. All right. He's sharing his thoughts on how he felt about Kevin Samuel's views, and I thought it was interesting. Let's jump into it.
I didn't support it at all.
Okay.
I thought it was divisive. I thought it was very Eurocentric in his approach to criticism. I think his expectations for women were very superficial in terms of what was important. There was a heavy focus on how much you make and how good you look. No woman is going to look good forever.
No.
They're going to get pregnant. They're going to get older. To me, telling women that you are too fat or too small or too broke, and that's the reason why you don't have a man, that is psychopathological and it is destructive to our community. I did not agree with his approach at all. And the fact that he did have a lot of people who did speaks to how decadent and speaks to how self-hating we can be as a people. And I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of the women who supported Kevin Samuels supported him because they don't like other black women, and they enjoyed sitting back on their couch, sipping their tea, and watch this black man tear black women's self-esteems to shreds.
That ain't nothing but facts, okay?
I didn't support it.
That ain't nothing but all the way facts. And that's what it is. It's divisive. Like, it divides the community. And this is the problem. It be our own people putting us against each other, setting these high bar of standards, not being realistic. I did not like Kevin Samuel's views at all. Shout out to On-Site for capturing this footage. But Dr. Umar is right. I agree with what he says. Let me know what y'all think, Naughty Crew. Let's see what some of the Simons say. So Facet says, "Wow, that's crazy. I share the same view, but I don't believe in relationship gurus. People need to learn to love themselves rather than looking to fit into someone's expectation, unless they expect you to stay face fine, because that's a given." That's facts. That's facts. Dr. Umar, I think he summed it up in a nutshell. Like, he stated the facts. Up next, I want to get into this man who threw his kid's mom out in the street. This clip is going viral. Let's take a look at it and discuss it, Naughty Crew.
Damn keys in. Give me my keys. Can I be scared damn go? Give me his dang on jacket. Here, no. You wrong as hell for that shit. You wrong. What are you doing? Give me my dang jacket. Oh, take that shit. No, you're not doing this shit. Give me my keys. Give me my no. Give me my keys. Give me my keys. You stuff all my stuff all out. Give me my keys. That is my car. Give my keys. Give my keys. Give it to me now. Stop. Damn it. How you gonna do this with your damn baby? You got a problem because I'm questioning you about coming in late? You got a problem because I'm questioning your ass? I'm taking care of you. Give me my damn keys back. Get out. Man, you better give me my damn keys back. Get out. Oh, this motherfucker, I swear. Get your brother. Get your brother. Here, get your
all because she asked him why he came in late. It warranted this disrespect. And see, let me choose my words because this pissed me off. And this is why it's important for you to have your own people. He feel like because he take care of her and all the bills, he don't got to answer to her. That's not being in relationship with someone. That's just because you take care of someone financially. That don't mean you don't have to answer questions. And all he's teaching his boys is how to disrespect women. This is sad. And she got the baby in her hands. But usually when someone acts like this, they doing some dirt out in these streets. He think because he take care of the household, he can do whatever he want. He can run around with whoever he want, and she's supposed to just take it. I hope this young lady leaves his behind and stays away. It don't matter. Your kids do not deserve to see this disrespect of you. He's a jerk. I'm playing one more time.
Give me his dang on jacket. Here, no. You wrong as hell for that shit. You wrong. What are you doing? Give me my dang jacket. Oh, take that shit. No, you're not doing this shit. Give me my keys. Give me my no. Give me my keys. Give me my keys. You stuff all my stuff all out. Give me my keys. That is my car. Give my keys. Give my keys. Give it to me now. Stop. Damn it. How you gonna do this with your damn baby? You got a problem because I'm questioning you about coming in late? You got a problem because I'm questioning your ass? I'm taking care of you. Give me my damn keys back. Get out. Man, you better give me my damn keys back. Get out. Oh, this motherfucker, I swear. Get your brother. Get your brother. Here, get your
He is not a man. He is not a man. Exactly. He is not a man. And that's just the bottom line. This is not a man. Any man that would treat the mother of his kids like this, he is not a man. And I thank God, whoever recorded him, exposed his behind. I'm so tired of men thinking because, I provide, I could just do you any old type of way. No, that's why, ladies, it is important to have your own. It's important to have your own. So you got a say in shit like this, okay? This is an illegal eviction, if you ask me. I hope she take his behind the child support and run it up, girl. Run it up. Run it up. Get your child support and keep it moving. You do not deserve to be treated like this. Okay, guys. All right. Has anyone seen Northwest TikToks? Okay. Does anyone find it weird that she's dressing up as her dad? I think it's a cry for help, in my opinion. Okay. Think she's missing her dad. And Kim was out here lying, talking about she shield her kids from so much. How you shielding your kids when they on TikTok? She's such a liar. I can't stand her. Anyway, that don't have nothing to do with the kids, but what y'all think about this? She's dressing up as her dad. I don't know. Where's Kanye? Exactly. Maybe she's missing her dad. Let me know what y'all think, Naughty Crew. I'll tell you what I think. I think
That's suspicious. That's weird.
it's definitely suspicious and weird. And I hope they have the kids in some type of counseling to deal with all of this, because I just think she's crying out for her father's attention. But where's Kanye? Anybody know? Where's Kanye? Go get your baby, Kanye. She missing you. She is missing you. All right, up next, we want to get into a little politics. So the new House Democrat leader, Hakeem Jeffries, he's making some big statements. So let's jump into it.
But I also want to make clear that we will never compromise our principles. House Democrats will always put American values over autocracy, benevolence over bigotry, the Constitution over the cult, democracy over demagogues, economic opportunity over extremism, freedom over fascism, governing over gaslighting, hopefulness over hatred, inclusion over isolation, justice over judicial overreach, knowledge over kangaroo courts, liberty over limitation, maturity over Mar-a-Lago, normalcy over negativity, opportunity over obstruction, people over politics, quality of life issues over QAnon, reason over racism, substance over slander, triumph over tyranny, understanding over ugliness, voting rights over voter suppression, working families over the well-connected, xenial over xenophobia, yes we can over you can't do it, and zealous representation over zero-sum confrontation. We will always do the right thing by the American people. But I also want to make clear that we will never.
Hey, Naughty Crew. It sounds good. It sounds good. I wish that was the attitude. But you got them right wings. It all comes down to the dollar, if you ask me. Let's see. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for dropping this footage. And this person says, Ty Not TY, I need to see the work. Keep the theatrics. Education needs to be free, and those food prices are ridiculous. Save it. Yes, guys, food is out of control. Out of control. I went food shopping this weekend. Woo! The bill was scary. The bill was scary. Mayonnaise is $8, you guys. Like, oh, it's not even worth it to go to the regular supermarket. Like, should we just go wholesale? But these words are great. I just want to see action behind it. Because as soon as our people get in, they try to do everything to kind of suppress them. The same thing happened to Obama when he took office. Everything he tried to do, they fought him every step of the way. They made it hard. This sounds like history repeating itself. It sounds like history repeating itself. I think that's the last story I have. Okay, we got Diddy showing off his baby love. All right, and I want to leave y'all with, ooh, some food for thought. Here we go. When they can't touch you, you become, they try to dig up who you used to be. Don't stop growing. Stop listening. Exactly. You're going to always have haters out there, Naughty Crew. And you know what I always say, embrace your haters, okay? But, ooh, I still got a couple more stories, guys. I ain't ready to leave you yet, Naughty Crew, okay? So woman goes into, shout out to Onse, woman goes into relationship looking to abuse and damage men because she likes humbling them. Okay, so men aren't the only narcissists and toxic people out there. And I'm not saying all men are like this, okay, you guys? But we gotta acknowledge the manosphere of it all. Well, here's the woman's fear.
Whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment, and I didn't really like the guy. I more just wanted to see if I could break his heart, and it was fun.
So did you break his heart then?
Just a wee bit. I hope I did a little damage.
Wow. Okay. Why do you hope that you did a little damage?
Just I like humbling men.
You like humbling men?
Yeah, it's like my pastime.
Your pastime is humbling men.
Mm-hmm.
You do work at the Spearmint Rhino, so at a strip club. So do you humble men there?
No, I take their money. Whole time I was seeing him, I was kind of just using it as a psychology experiment.
I mean, she's a stripper. I'm not surprised. Good morning, Sin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm not surprised. Okay, this is the mentality of the strip club. Okay, it just comes off like she's damaged. Yes, he does. He does. Something real attractive about that. But I just wanted to present this story because this is the mentality of a lot of people nowadays, not just men, women too. Here at Naughty Love Movement, I like to show all sides. It's not just men running around acting a fool, disrespecting women. Women are doing it too. This person says men do this, just don't admit it. She just saying it out loud. What she do? Okay, this person said, I tell people all the time, if you come over here trying to mentally and emotionally, thank you, babe, abuse me, I will physically reach out and touch you in the name of the Lord. Okay? And that's what this is, emotional abuse. Emotional and mental abuse. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Women do it all the time. Ooh, babe, that smoothie came out good. All right. So we have a Jewish man doubting the Holocaust, you guys. I wanted to present this story. Here we go.
Both of you dispute the fact that 6 million Jews died.
If I could make a point, now she said the fact that 6 million Jews died. However, in 1988, the site at Auschwitz where people can go and tour the gas chambers, they lowered their figure from 4 million dead to 1 million dead. So that was 3 million taken out of the equation overnight. Where did these 3 million go? I would like to also interject, speaking as a Jew, the Holocaust is an extremely important thing to especially American and Israeli Jews, because most American Jews tend to be secularized, and the Holocaust and the shared history of persecution has tended to take the place of the religion of Jews. Now, I'm Jewish, I'm also an atheist, and I have read both sides of the issue extensively, and I'm not looking to hurt anybody, but I do have to say from my own point of view that the evidence saying that there were no gas chambers is a lot stronger than any of the evidence that can be presented saying there were.
Both of you dispute the fact that 6 million Jews died.
If I could make a point.
The first thing I noticed that stood out to me, the fact that he said he's Jewish and he's an atheist at the same time. Like, how does that work, guys? How does that work? But remember Montel Williams? So fine back in the day. He brought up some good topics. I used to love his show. Especially when he used to bring the psychic Sylvia on. She was a hoot. She was a riot. So Cameron's dropping some jewels about the music industry. As you all know, he's been in the industry for a long, long time, okay?
Right now, and upload your music, and then you could go and get a DistroKids account or a TuneCore account right now and upload your music, and then it comes every 30 days straight to your pocket. So right now, that's what I tell niggas now. They be like, so I go to Major. I'm like, yo, if you got a buzz, the way it works right now, everything is analytics.
Yep.
So nigga be like, you don't have this many Facebook friends. You don't have this many Instagram followers. You ain't got this many Twitter followers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But then when you do got all them numbers, you probably already set up with DistroKids, a TuneCore, and all that stream money coming to you. So you really need them for, because they're not building artists
you
from
don't
the
need
ground
them.
up no more. They going off your numbers, yo. This nigga got 15 million streams, hits on YouTube. Now we want to fuck with them, but at that point, if the artist is smart, they don't need you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the game right now. You could go and get it.
I think it's facts what he's saying, okay? you don't need a major label anymore. You don't. You could come up with your own. You could create your own distribution. He's right. I think the major labels need to watch out. But you don't need it. With social media and everything right now, you could blow your own self up. Let me know what y'all think. I think Cameron's speaking facts. I like it. I like it. So Soulja Boy calls himself calling out hip hop for not supporting Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my God. Shout out to official Ken and Barbie. He didn't lie. I don't know. I just don't like his delivery.
Out here shooting bitches now, and ain't nobody saying nothing. I'm the only nigga in the whole rap game that's gonna say something. Okay, cool. Well, fuck you, Tory Lanez. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch, nigga. On me. You a bitch.
Every other word is a curse, okay? So I don't want to corrupt my naughty crew ears with his rhetoric. I appreciate him trying to stand up. I think it's a little bit too late. Like, why didn't he stand with Megan? Why this was all going on or whatever. But you diminish the meaning of your message with all the cursing, Soulja Boy. He's a father now. It's scary. He's a father now. He's a father now. But I appreciate him standing up. But here's my thing. Why you wait till my man behind bars to be all tough? Like, that shit is whack. No lies detected, Soldier. Exactly. Exactly. You diminish the meaning behind your message with the way you deliver. I guess this is just his way, okay? Like, that's just his way. Soulja Boy, he grew up in the industry, so he's a little ignorant. But that's what's up. He kind of standing up for Megan. It's just like, where was that energy when everything was going on? Oh, shout out to the Jasmine brand. If you guys have not checked out the Best Man Final Chapter, you guys do not know what you're missing. But the Best Man Final Chapter sets Peacock record for highest streaming debut, becomes network first streaming series to land on Nielsen's top 10. The series was awesome, okay? It really focuses on adulting, all right? In real life, adult issues, all right? From Karens to relationships. You know, when you've been together for a long time in a relationship, in a marriage, you know, how sometimes like you change and you plateau, and it talks about the struggles and climbing out of that. So I really appreciated the series. I like that they did it in a series form and not a movie. Since that boy tell him. You talk about Soldier Boy. Exactly. But if you have not checked out The Best Man, please do. I would love to have a panel with my naughty crew. Exactly. It's real. You think I should have a panel, Sin? For The Best Man? We could do it like, you know, like book club style, but for the series. Let me know what you think. If y'all think we should do a panel on The Best Man final chapter, leave it in the comments and I'll set up a panel and we'll go on. I'll do it on the weekend so we could just like go all in and dissect it and break it apart. But I thought it was a dope series. And I, you know, quite frankly, Sin, I don't want it to be over. Okay, I'll set up a panel on the weekend and we'll go in. We'll go in. And I know you out on the West Coast, so we'll do it like in the middle, like I would say like 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. But I love it. What we're gonna leave it for the panel, Sin. I'll set it up. I will set it up. So you know, B. Simone spoke up. And she said she's explaining why she is a multimillionaire with no car. And I thought her thoughts were interesting. Here we go.
On my $1 million journey, I sold my car, which was almost 2 years ago. I still don't have a car. And I'm a multimillionaire. I still don't have a car. I almost bought a $300,000 G-Wagon because of the stuff I saw on the internet. And I sat with myself. I said, do I really even want this G-Wagon? I'm never in town. Soon as I drive off the lot, it depreciates. It's going to be in my garage. I don't own any land because I stay in an apartment.
Come on, babe.
Why am I buying a G-Wagon? Because I'm conditioned to think that's what you do when you get money, right? On my $1 million journey, I sold my car, which was almost 2 years ago. I still don't have a car. And I'm a multimillionaire. I still don't have a car. I almost bought a $300,000 G-Wagon because of the stuff I saw on the internet. And I sat with myself. I said, do I really even want this G-Wagon? I'm never in town. Soon as I drive off the lot, it depreciates. It's going to be in my garage. I don't own any land because I stay in an apartment.
Come on, babe.
Why am I?
This is the importance. Good morning, Royer. Thank you for joining. Please, if anybody has a channel, leave it in the chat. Go over to them and subscribe. I'm not one of the channels where I don't promote my other people. This is the importance of financial literacy, guys. Seriously, because people are always trying to keep up with the Joneses, all right? Instead of just thinking about the future. I know I'm going through this journey with my youngest daughter. You know, she's working and things like that. And I'm trying to teach her to have a saving mentality rather than a spending. I'm trying to teach her like material things will be there, all right? Build up your bank account now. And when you get in your late 20s into your 30s, you'll be able to buy and do whatever you want. It's all about humbling yourself. Seriously. But I thought it was great that she's speaking up about this. I think we need to speak more about financial literacy. You said mind over matter. But social media will have you thinking like you need all this stuff. You need all this materialistic things. And at the end of the day, what you need is a healthy bank account. Mind over matter. Mind over matter. Yeah, cars are like the worst investment. They are. They depreciate fast. Well, Naughty Crew, it's time for me to clock in on the plantation, okay? I just wanted to bring some trending topics to see what you all thought. I appreciate you all joining me for sure. Okay. We're gonna set up a panel for the best man. We're gonna do it this weekend because I've been wanting to do it. I think it's a good series, and I think it's a lot of things like we could touch on or whatever. And we'll break it down episode by episode or whatever to bring up the highlights of the show. SM stops you from thinking these days. Exactly. Well, I appreciate all of you joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you all in these YouTube streets for sure. You already know I love my YouTube family. Okay. Oh, this thing is freezing up. God love StreamYard. Sorry. God love StreamYard. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button. And to all my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I love y'all too. Naughty Love Movement, we love our haters over here. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. One.